Well, because I had first period, but then I got my stuff changed in the middle of first period, so I had it this morning. Oh, did you see this class?
Was she here? Did she set this up? Yep. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Huh? This is what we're trying to do for Amanda.
Is she Skyping in today?
No, it's not Skype. It's being recorded, and then she can.
Something she said.
I don't know what happened.
She's home.
Hello. Hey, what?
Yeah. They call them the yeah.
Or something. I'm starting to
Oh.
So good, like, I'll let you keep it this.
I'm in class now with you.
Just keep your distance from me.
So bad.
Yo,
We're on
Gotten last Friday. Our grades are going up.
Overall, like,
I got a song for you to sing next time you want to sing something.
I'm not in class. Like,
It's
we're
called-
quieter now, and more focused. So we can go ahead and beta.
Miles Away,
Yeah,
Winger.
Beta was the most distracting person I've ever met.
Take a look at the acoustic version, and I think the original song for you to sing next time you perform.
Miles away.
Miles Away. By Kip Winger.
Yeah. Julie.
Julie, yeah. Oh, Julie was in my old class too.
Okay, what do you say we get our homework problems on the board? Everybody put up a couple problems, let's go. Don't all jump up at once.
So this is the homework that I would have done for tonight.
Like a signing code. Which ones do you want to say?
Put your number up, talk to one another, put the numbers up, make sure you talk with one another.
Does anyone have whatever no one else does.
Let me see what numbers.
That means you, Christian, and you, Andrew. Oh, yeah, you don't have
Can
it.
you pick a number? I don't write down the question.
Guess let me know number 20.
We're just gonna wait. Until there's one that no one gets up.
Do any of you have visitors tomorrow? One? Okay.
Oh, shit.
We don't have class tomorrow.
All right. Yeah.
Right, we don't have class tomorrow.
But Thursday.
Thursday? You've been told that yet?
I don't know.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Which one?
2, 4, 6, 8.
I can do that, right?
We'll find out.
There's a bunch.
Put more than one up, come on, and number them. Let's see, we had 3, 6,
Can you write 95?
12. We had 17 problems. Let's go.
I'll put another one up.
I think so. 3, 6, 12, 18 problems. No, 17 problems, 18 problems.
Oh, that's a 55 or 60.
And number them, let's go.
Oh,
Why can't we communicate with each other what the numbers we're putting up?
Cody's doing number 56.
I'm
You
doing
have
number
a problem with it?
Number 60. 95.
And while we're getting started, everybody say, let's say, hello, Amanda.
Hello,
Hi,
Hello, Amanda.
Where's the camera?
Camera, I don't know if she'll see that, but she'll hear it.
Hi, Amanda.
There's a camera right here.
My name's Amanda.
Slide. Oh.
We miss you up front, Amanda.
I miss you, Amanda.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay,
6, 8, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11. Okay. How we doing? How we doing? Let's go.
My brother.
Yeah, but Danny did the same one as me. I'll do 97. Damn.
Let's look at these homework problems.
Prone season. And this one's 24 also.
I know what the
Anyone doing 95?
I did that.
You
Yeah.
did 95?
I did. Wait, what did you get?
Darn you, I didn't do it.
Oh, shit.
Were you gonna write it down?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How about what number?
Is this 6?
24.
Is this one 6? Is the answer
Come
for
on,
6?
how about number 24?
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, come on, come on.
I went to
Yeah, can you just calculate it?
37.
What is it?
Yeah.
37's over here. We got empty board space there. We got this whole board here. Let's go. Put some more problems
I'm
up.
doing 38.
You're doing 38? Okay, go ahead.
I'm
doing 12.
I am doing 38 actually.
I didn't tell them. That's a long,
Oh, yeah, I got it yesterday. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right. Come on. Keep going.
I already got to 38. Judy, what did you
Yo, Toad.
Is it? Okay.
98. You told me.
Yeah, it's 2.
You have to roll the markers.
One of his wife?
The markers.
Oh, nice snag.
Oh, look at that. 23, 24, 25.
Good
Nice.
job, Nicholas. Good job. I don't know who you asking.
All right. When we're ready, have a seat. Let's go.
It's always good to have an idea.
Hopefully, you know, it works out.
Hope it does.
All right, Julianne.
I'll be the first petty person to go with it.
I'm gonna go with.
Okay, 23, 24, 25 is on the front.
Thing you got me.
Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
23, 24, 25. Does everybody agree?
24?
Yes. No.
Oh, I threw a trick in there.
no.
I threw a trick in there.
Whoa.
24. I thought we were getting the answer.
Nicholas, you got the 25 right. I mean, you got the minus sign right.
I just wanted to make sure everyone
I
might
was
have
like,
4.
Yeah.
Power.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
Nice.
Okay, everything else looks good there.
Minus 4.
What?
Minus 4.
5 times 2 minus 4.
Yep, it is. That's what I have.
So that's 1.
Minus 4.
I'm sure.
Okay? So that's good.
I hope so.
37, 38, 39. There's 37 and 39 in the back. We agree with that.
I agree.
How did we get x equals 5? Did we just
You canceled
copy the answer from the back of the book?
No, you just cancel
cancel
out
the
the
natural logs.
log.
What do you mean cancel out the log? How do you, where did you ever see that?
Natural log of x equals natural log of 5. So x
Oh, natural log of x equals natural log of 5. See, I don't see that up there. I just see an x equals 5.
Okay.
Well,
Yes, yes, yes. That is exactly right.
That's the application.
You should have had a nice natural log of x equals natural log of 5. But please, please, we don't do this. That's not a mathematical operation, okay? The natural log of x, that equal sign means that the only way this can be equal is if that number equals that number. We're not doing some mathematical operation here, okay? All right. 39, we're right here, correct? And 38 is over here.
38 over there, actually.
That is correct. And 38 over there. Oh, that 38 has the step in it. Nice.
That's right.
Nice. I'm going to put a...
Get to smile.
All right. Okay, good. Please ask questions if you have any. 55. 55's there. Okay. 55. 8 to the 3x equals 360. Take the log base 8 of both sides, and you get 3x equals that. Divide by 3. Correct. Everybody agree with 0.94? Very good, very good. 56, 6 to the 5x, take the log, we get 5x, divide, very good. Everybody agree with 0.894? Very good. We have a 57. Anybody have a question on 57?
Is it 0.05?
You should have t equals minus 2 times the log base 5 of 0.20. Whatever that comes out to be. Right?
Wait, say that again?
Minus 2 times the log base of 5 of 0.20.
Did anyone?
I don't know.
I didn't put it back up.
Okay?
I can do it now.
95.
Oh, yeah.
95 up there. 95.
Might be right.
So we have 3x minus good, good, good. Any question on that one? I don't see a 96. I see a 97. 97.
Okay.
You get a 19 divided by 2, E. Where's the last step? We're just doing the last step. And who did 97?
I did.
Did we divide by 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so x equals e to the 19 halves divided by 3.
Yeah.
And you got 4,453. Yeah. Okay, any question on that? 98. We get 7 divided by 2, e, good. Any question on that one? 99. We get 12 over 7, right? Log base 4, whoa.
I got the same answer.
Who did 99?
I did.
Okay. That's interesting.
I checked it in the box as well.
I was wondering what happened to you because I saw both.
That's an interesting way to do it. Okay? That's certainly an interesting way to do it.
How would you do it?
I would do it the way we've been doing all of these. You end up the same, you end up in the same place. So
You have to show them.
I could share.
Oh.
we're gonna go, from here we divide, so we have the log base 4.6x equals 12 over 7,
You just transfer.
and therefore 0.6x equals 4 to the 12 sevenths, and x equals 4 to the 12 sevenths divided by 0.6. okay? So that's, we ended up right there, all right? Very good. 100.
100.
100. Okay, we divide by 4, 10, add 6, bingo. Any question on that? So the only one we're missing up is 96, right?
Amanda was supposed to do that.
96. All you do in 96, you get 4 plus x equals 2x minus 1. If I see that? Yes? Everybody agree with 96? This is 96. Yes? All right, good. You'll have more homework on Canvas. And we continue here. Okay. All right, so a couple of different things that are going on. Okay. Here we go. So how would you rewrite the log base 4 of x? How would you rewrite that to be in base 2? What would you do?
Put in,
Huh? What do you think?
You guys log base 2 square root of x.
What?
You guys.
would you switch it to exponential form?
We do 2 log base 2, would that not work? Like that.
How would you write it in exponential form?
4 with something equals that.
4 to the something equals x. Then what?
Can you do like
I'm trying to change it to base 2.
Oh,
Can you change it
2
to like
cubed,
2
2
to the
squared,
2?
to the y.
2 squared. 2 squared to the y equals x, right? Which is 2 to the 2y equals x. Now what I'm not going to do?
Change it to
Now you take it, turn it back into logarithmic form. What base are we going to use?
2.
So what do we get?
Log base 2 is 2y.
Right?
Log base 2.
Oh, what?
And then we divide, right? So we get log base 4 of x really equals log base 2 of x divided by 2. Do we agree with that? Okay. Kind of interesting. Okay. I'm waiting to see that frown, your eyebrows come apart. Just like this. You get it?
No, I get it.
Okay. Huh?
I get it.
How about, do we want to check and see if that holds true for anything?
Sure.
So, let's try something. What do we try? What do you want to try? Just to see. Huh?
Try 8.
Log base 8?
Yeah, written in base 2.
You want to write that in base 2?
Sure.
So what do we get?
2 cubed.
We get 8 to the y, right?
Yeah.
equals log, equals x rather, right? So we get 2 to the 3y equals x. 3y equals log base 2 of x. So y equals log base 2 of x divided by 3. So we can see maybe we start to see a pattern here, right? If it's base 8 going to 2, 2 cubed gives me 8, so notice I'm dividing by 3. Base 4, 4 is 2 squared, so we're dividing by 2. So maybe there's some kind of pattern. We'll see.
So if you were taking, if you had log base 2 and you wanted to write it as log base 8, then it would be multiplying it by 2 or 3 different.
Maybe. Just try it. I don't think I'd start to remember all these crazy rules, but there's a pattern, okay? All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go to work. This is where we get to show Amanda our stuff. So what are we going to do here? What's the first step? I hope everybody has the first step already. Right?
2 x over 2.
Right? Okay. Now decide what you want to do. Yeah, you want to condense? Sure.
What would you put in the denominator? You put log base 2 of 3x plus 2.
Well, how do you, you can,
Is it by x or
you
by
can
x?
change this into make this common denominator, or what's the other method to get rid of the denominator?
Multiply by 2.
We multiply everything by 2. We can clear fractions. We used to call that clear fractions. That's what we used to call it. Okay? So if I multiply everything by 2, everything. So I get 2 log base 2, 3x plus 2, minus the 2's divide out, they're gone. Log base 2 of x equals 6. Okay? So we're still condensing. So what's the next step? Huh?
Cancel the log.
You can do
Well, first this has to move up, right?
Yeah.
So we have log base 2 of 3x plus 2 squared minus log base 2 of x equals 6. And now since you're subtracting, what do? We divide. So we have log base 2 of 3x plus 2 squared over x equals 6. Now what do?
You want to sort of do all that,
Exponential.
like multiply 3x plus 2. Or do you want?
What? If you can skip steps, that's fine. I'm writing every step down. I don't know if there's any other shortcut though. What shortcut do you have?
No, I'm just asking if you're supposed to multiply the binomial.
You mean square it?
Yeah.
We might have to. We'll see eventually. Okay. So what's the next step now? Exponential form,
Oh, that's,
so 3x plus 2 squared over x equals 2 to the 6th. 2 to the 6th is what? 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. How would I solve something like this?
multiply by X.
Yeah, you have to cross multiply, right? Because you have a proportion. So here's where you're gonna have to now, Judy, now you're gonna have to FOIL and expand that, okay? So we get 9x squared plus 12x plus 4 equals 64x. Right? If you have a question, please ask.
And you just move the 64 over and then-
Right, now we have a quadratic. We have 9x squared minus what? 52x plus 4 equals 0. Is that right? Man. Doesn't look like we can factor that, does it?
You can't? How do you put it?
36 and 4 only gives me a 40. I can't get a 52 out of that.
Oh, I was thinking before minus.
Did I do that right? 6 and 6 is 12x. Let's double check our work. Make sure we got this right.
Yeah.
Multiply by 2 to get rid of that. Then we can condense. Okay. Then we write 3264. We square. Okay. Well, if we can't factor it, what do we have to do? Quadratic formula. What should we check first?
So to make sure the discriminant.
Discriminant. We want to check the discriminant first. So the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So b squared, wow, 52 squared minus 4 times a times 9 times 4. Holy smokes. Where did we dig this problem from? Oh,
That should be good.
now I see why. No, that's right. Okay,
Yeah, you're good.
so we get a positive number. What do we get? 30, what's 36? No, 36 times 4 is what? Is 144?
Yeah.
I'm at 700.
Oh,
And 52 squared?
2,700.
That's a rather large number.
And so we get the square root of what?
2,560.
2,500 what? 16?
60.
60?
Roughly 50.5.
Is there a square root?
It's not even.
Not even.
That is ugly.
That was ugly, probably.
That's an ugly one. Wonder why I put that one on here for us to die over here. So we get x is going to equal minus x is going to equal minus b plus or minus the square root of 2560 all over 18. And what was the square root of 2560 again?
50.596.
50 point?
596.
Well, it looks like we have two positive numbers, right? So we got two answers. There's something, that's crazy.
The money.
Yeah, I am. I just want to make sure.
We didn't do it.
Okay. That's ugly. So on your next test or quiz, we'll have at least 6 of these problems.
Okay.
Make sure you run out of time. Okay. All right, try this one. I don't know. It says expand, so no. This should be very easy.
But what?
This should be pretty easy, right?
We just need to.
Everybody get that part for the numerator? Everybody get that for the denominator? The other way you could have written this is make that a minus, use parentheses and put a plus. Could have done it that way. Okay? Either way you write that is fine. Okay? Expanding and condensing is easier than solving most of the time. How are we doing? Everybody all set with that one? Here we go. Condense. Should take you 30 seconds. Everybody get that? Huh?
How do you?
7 squared is 7 times 7, right? 7 goes into 7 once, 7 goes into 14 twice. What? One of the 7's in the numerator is gone, right? You got it? You see it?
Wait, can you explain that again?
Because if you were.
Do you understand getting to this step?
49 over 14, that's what you get.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, so what's 7 times 7 is 7 squared, right? I'm over 14. 7 goes into 7 once, 7 goes into 14 twice. I'm left with 7 over 2.
Just simplifying 49 over.
I'm just simply reducing the fraction 49 over 14. Uh-oh,
Get that charge.
battery's running low.
Yeah. Classes in here?
You have 20 minutes left.
Should take mine. Is my battery running low? No. Bingo. You got it? Everybody understand that? Just reducing a fraction. Okay, here we go. Let's try these. Firing away. I don't care about using your calculator to give me an exact answer on a test or quiz. You'll have to do that, but right now let's just get through these. Sit up, Toby. And again, I'm going to write every step down for our classmates' benefit here. Everybody have that? Questions? Okay, get the next one done. Notice the variable is in a different place on the next one. So you can have a little different technique. Yes,
Because the would you just divide by the?
of course. How we doing? Right? Because of the location of the variable, we have to do what? What's next? Exponential form, right?
10 to the 4.
The 2x equals 10,000. Or that.
Right? How we doing? Come on, let me know. Am I going too fast? You guys all set with this? Okay, the algebra hasn't changed. Okay, we've added some tricks depending on where that x is, but in terms of, once we get to here, Algebra doesn't change. From here to here, the algebra doesn't change. Here to here, the algebra doesn't change. Now we have to understand when we write it in exponential form, and then the algebra doesn't change again. Okay? Here we go. This should take 30 seconds. Right? I see some of you moved ahead, so you're sitting there waiting. Look where the variable is. Always gotta isolate that part with the variable, right? Okay, if you had a calculator, you'd give me an answer. I don't care to waste time pushing buttons now. You can push the buttons for your homework. Okay? Notice the difference in this one, the variable is in a different place. I'm going to write all the steps in again, right?
Natural log.
Okay? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Last two. Oh, you're done. Okay, this one's going to be a little trickier because you're dealing with fractions. Algebra is the same. Don't let the fractions throw you off. Since we're dealing with, you can either work with fractions or get rid of the fractions right off the bat, right? Clear fractions, right?
So that's fine.
Oh, you can't add 2/5 plus 3/5. Shame on you. If you multiply everything by 5, you can get 2 plus 3 times 7 to the 2x equals 15. Right? We multiplied everything by 5. Get rid of those fractions. What's next? Logarithmic form.
Oh, yeah.
2x equals.
I know, I'm going to write it all out. Okay? So we get an x equals log base 7 of 13/3, all divided by 2. Okay, now let me tell you, just, you won't truly appreciate it, but let me fill you in anyway. Back in the dinosaur age, when we didn't have fancy calculators, we used to have everything in base 10. And then we would have to go to the back of the book, and there were all these tables of 4 decimal place logs. And if it wasn't an exact integer, we had to quote unquote set up a proportion and interpolate, it was called interpolate, what the answer was, all by hand. Okay? I don't even know if they put those tables in the book anymore. But they used to. I think they still have the sine, cosine, and tangent somewhere. But that's what we used to have to do in the olden days. I don't know if they still do it. Okay? See, now here's a table of square and square roots. So we used to have to, here's trig ratios. So before, when we didn't have calculators, so you have to come to these tables and find it. Okay? And they used to have a huge, yeah, see, they don't even put that in the book anymore. Used to have a huge table of logarithms. All right? Okay, the last one. Real simple one, right? What do we get?
That's the x equals 500.
3.8.
You don't have to do anything with this, right? This is a straight lug and chug. Just plug it in. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Okay. How about just for an exercise, we use change of base formula there. What would the change of base formula be? Who remembers? Right? Log base 10 of the number divided by log base 10 of the base. Okay? And obviously, we don't need that anymore, which is very nice. So I would have to go up and look these in the back of the book and then divide them. Okay? Huh? Yeah, we had to go through all that. All right, your homework. I will put it on Canvas. You're also going to have a quiz on Friday on sections 3.2 and 3.3.
When?
Friday.
You would eat first tonight or Thursday?
Huh?
You would eat first tonight?
Eat froze on Thursday. Now, where are we going? We have 5 minutes to enjoy each other's company. So you have 2 visitors, you said?
I have one.
One. Anybody else have a visitor? No softball girls? When's your next game?
Today.
Oh, so baseball's playing today too.
Yeah.
So I get to stand in between the fences and watch. Who do you play today?
You both been one.
Oh, all in Lawrenceville?
Oh, very.
I hope we beat the Larrys.
We'll see. Go.
Is Evan back yet?
No.
I don't know.
I'm catching the full game.
You're catching?
When I get back.
Oh, wait, did they send it to me?
All right, make sure you use your glove, not your face.
Alright, I'll try.
You didn't say anything, but I caught
My baseball career was catching
Last year,
It's not a fun
in high school.
yeah.
Football, swimming, and baseball, 3 very unlikely sports combination.
Swimming is so fun.
Very unlikely.
And then, well, I knew I wasn't gonna be a swimmer in college. And then football, wrestling, and rugby in college.
I see.
Those three went together.
Wrestling.
Huh?
Rugby's a
Just
big
do
sport.
you want.
Wrestling?
Yeah. Every match, you get beat up. Whether you win or whether you lose.
I know, but I love it.
You like getting beat up?
I loved it.
No.
I always liked contact. Always. My violent tendencies.
Rugby's fun. I like rugby, but that's also.
That's
Pretty brutal.
physical. bro.
Yeah,
Rugby's
yeah, I
fun.
would. Yeah.
When I first went to Colgate, since I never wrestled before, my roommate was 118 pounds. He used to tie me up in knots. I couldn't do anything with him. And then after my 1 year of wrestling, he stayed away from me because I knew enough to hurt him. He was funny. He was good. We had some good kids.
He was a wrestler.
Huh?
Your roommate was a wrestler?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't know how you should.
I still keep in touch with him. I see him every summer.
Not in
He lives in Connecticut. Steve Ernst. Well, he comes down. He and two other friends, college buddies. They come down. We go golfing. I'm a hacker. Every time I tee off, they have to bring the bulldozer in and fill in the divot. That's a joke, you
That's
know?
not good.
It's a joke. You're supposed to laugh.
I'm not. It's not.
Get out of here.
Okay, yeah, you say no more.
See you guys.
I was.
Good job. Say goodbye to Amanda.
Bye,